I mean, if it gets like this any much longer, I'm probably just going to start setting the podcast for 11 o'clock and just being like, okay, we can start whenever. Um, Welcome to another edition of the WWE Monday Night Raw Popcast, exclusively here on the Podcast Network. My name is Owen. Joining me, as always, is Ashley.
Hey, to do. Happy Cyber Monday.
Cyber
Because
Monday.
Cyber Sunday was I guess 9 years ago.
So I will say right now, with your regularly scheduled update on what's available on Hot Topics website, currently available right now for the Cyber Monday sale on Hot Topic, which is available for another, when we're live right now at 11:14 p.m. here on the
You're
East
on the
Coast.
You're on the archive, you fuck son.
Pretty much. Maybe not, because I will give you a nice little suggestion on that. So
Ooh.
there was, obviously because of Black Friday, there were $10 deals on the t-shirts on Hot Topics website and also in their stores. So that caused a lot of sellouts. Luckily, a lot of things got back in stock. Currently available right now, we have 3 brand new Bullet Club shirts. We're still waiting on the other 2. There's a Marty Scurll shirt that's still not out, and the Cody 2020 shirt's not out. There's a Bullet Club tote bag that's not out yet. I've seen, and I know it's coming, but it's not out yet. But right now, they have the Bone Droid Kenny Omega shirt, the brand new Young Bucks design shirt. It's the same shirt, it's just a different color scheme. It's like orange and yellow. And the top selling on Pro Wrestling Tees cease and desist shirt. And the newest ones after that are the USA logo Bullet Club shirt and the Statue of Liberty Bullet Club shirt. Those are all available at Hot Topics website and on the Cyber Monday deal. The cease and desist you can get for $15.33. At this moment, it's 30% off because of Cyber Monday. And the other shirts I just mentioned are $17.43 up to $20.23, depending on your size. And you can still get the Elite long sleeve shirt for between $22.33 and $23.73 while supplies last. I'll give you an interesting one. I got Omega and the cease and desist shirt, which I had to wait to get because it wasn't available for Black Friday because it was sold out immediately. But I got it this morning before I went to work, and the Young Bucks shirt was the one that was sold out. So I picked up the Statue of Liberty shirt, and lo and behold, when I got home from work tonight, the Young Bucks shirt was back in my size, and it was purchased.
It's because Noel Foley had it on.
That's right. So literally the only thing that's available on the website I am missing right now is the USA Bullet Club shirt, which I'm not too caring about that. Now the Chicago Bullet Club shirt is cool. And I'll get the Cody 2020 when it comes out. Apparently, Marty's new shirt and Cody's new shirt are going to be available after Black Friday, is what it was saying on Hot Topics Twitter. So sometime after, I would say beginning of December, they'd probably be available in your brick and mortar Hot Topic stores and also available online, which means another purchase I need to make eventually. That's how we start the show. Welcome, Logan. He says, "Oh, brother Matt, I knew you'd come." Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
We'll get to that.
So, I'll shoot with you guys. Obviously, because of Halloween Horror Nights, I take 2 months off, and 2 months off usually makes, obviously, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Well, in some cases, that's definitely true. In other cases, it's not, especially when it comes to WWE. I get more and more disenchanted with the product every single week. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm tired from work anyway, and I want to sleep. And I usually wake up at really odd times during the show too. I was like, "What just happened?" I just blinked for 2 seconds. This match is over. Oh, wait a minute. There's a cruiserweight match in the ring, and it's over. So yeah. Thankfully, Ashley covers everything, so I don't have to. And
that just sounds like an excuse.
yeah, sometimes.
Just the way you said it is like.
I'm your moderator of the podcast network. Ashley reviews it, so I don't have to. Not very nostalgic of me. But yeah. I mean, it's weird. I can't get back in the swing of wrestling right now.
Well,
there's things I want to watch. I'm just lazy, and I don't.
The thing is, and I'll be honest, tonight's show is sort of above average from where it was while you were away.
Yeah, but still.
It's still not as good as probably last week was, and the Go Home show was a couple of weeks back. The lead into Survivor Series.
And the fact that we're missing next Monday, podcast-wise, because I have a previous engagement.
He's working until the midnight hour with Wilson Pickett. And the thing is, we can't expect it to be much better.
With no pay-per-view to promote, there's no point.
There is no pay-per-view for Raw until the Royal Rumble.
But you got to set up the matches for the Rumble on the Raw brand, and you got to do that.
Yes, but do you need to take that's you've got 8 weeks to do that. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the reason why sometimes wrestling needs an off season, and it never will happen.
Well, this is the closest thing, really.
Yeah, you mean paid by numbers?
Raw itself doesn't have a pay-per-view until February.
Right.
Technically, if you don't include the multi-brand stuff.
I know.
And then the same will go for SmackDown. After, in a couple of weeks' time for the Clash of Rusev. The next one after that will be Rusev Lane, which is like first week in March.
Yeah.
If you don't include the Rusev Rumble.
Oh, can't forget the Rusev Rumble.
What you can't forget is Rusev Mania or Rusev Rules.
Ashley, I see on chat that somebody wants to join us tonight.
Oh, I need to get over to the chat. God damn it. Where's my YouTube link?
Welcome, Duan Noosh. If I pronounced that incorrect, my apologies.
I mean, as I'm waiting for YouTube to load. Thanks, Flash plugin. You're gonna die soon.
Probably.
Wake up in the day.
Oh, why? Okay, why can I not find that?
Considering I saw his tweet, get him in. Get him in.
All right.
Get him in. Because
I got you.
We need to, I think the technical term is mark the fuck out. In that respect. So yeah, I mean, one thing is worth noting because it's an aside. Cole mentioned at least a couple of times, this weekend at Starrcade. Like, right. So the show that you didn't decide to show on the network,
which could have done really
keep
well.
talking about, which you keep. I mean, what else are people going to do? I mean, hell, the bloody MST3K Turkey Day Marathon was region blocked on Twitch, so I couldn't fucking see it. I had to go to YouTube.
That's unbelievable.
Thanks, Shout Factory, you dumb idiots.
Fine, where are you?
There are people, you know, outside of North America that actually are fans of MST3K. I should know. I backed your fucking Kickstarter. I mean, okay, it's not Shout Factories, but still. People are pissed.
Yes. Speaking of that, we're going to bring in a blast from the past tonight.
We're all jumping back on the bandwagon.
Let's all bash this product together, shall we?
Well, no. The bits that we praise, we have to praise.
I don't have an issue with that, but still.
But the bits we bash. I'm tempted to bring the Undertale music back, but I don't think I'm going to because I'm too tired of doing it because they don't listen.
It really doesn't help when I used to have the link immediately just to bring this person in, and I can't find it now.
Did you not get the link that you sent to me?
I sent a direct link
on the Book of Faces.
I sent a direct link to Twitter.
All assorted noises.
Of course.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know whether tonight felt bad because Miz is over in London during Marine 6.
Stupid straight to DVD movies need to go away.
Well, no. Well, one, let's hope it's good.
Well, we'll see.
Hey, if you saw Brian Zane's Wrestling with Regret video on Marine 3, Marine 3 was a good film. Marine 4 is shit, so I can't wait for the review for Marine 5 on Thursday. Because then we'll get a sort of idea of, is 6 going to be any good?
I'm behind on Brian Zane lately. I need to pick him back up again.
And then the other issue is, Sheamus was busy apparently in Dublin. For what reason, I don't know. All I do know is he's got a YouTube channel where he's doing daily workouts. What?
Ryback? Yeah, I said that.
And Dean wasn't there because him and Renee, which means Renee wasn't there either, were off having their honeymoon in where's the place? Mystery person. I stalled for long enough. Where was it?
I'm trying to bring him in, and I can't.
God dang it!
I sent a link. He's not answering.
God dang it, Ricky Bobby!
Oh my god.
Hang on, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Is he actually in my thing? There he is.
Well, maybe you can invite him then, because I'm trying and it's not working.
Let me see if I. Oh, of course that didn't fucking work.
Dead air is wonderful, ladies and gentlemen.
That was too. I know the link's safe, but it's becoming a Google link instead, which is fucking terrible. Hey, we're getting the band back together. It's like the Shield.
We had one. See, here's the thing, though. We were supposed to have a guest for TakeOver and Survivor Series, but I literally just forgot.
Hey, he may or may not have had the mumps.
Yeah.
We could use that excuse from last month.
Honestly, like I said before, I mean, I've been a little bit on the wishy-washy side lately, so everyone has to bear with me, at least right now.
The wishy See the Wednesday Wrestling.
See the Wednesday Wrestling Popcast.
As the sign said in the crowd, dilly dilly.
Yeah.
I had to actually fucking search meme bloody internet to find out what dilly dilly actually means.
Can you tell me what this soy gimmick is that I keep seeing now that I was seeing
I
all
don't
night on
know.
chat?
I
Okay,
don't
good.
know what
Because
this
I
is.
don't. Okay, fair point.
All I know, dilly dilly, you just made the list, and Balor is not overdoing the turkey. I don't know.
That's funny.
Okay, I don't know. I literally sent him the link, and he's not showing up.
I said the same thing.
Right. We provide you the details, and you're not providing the speaky. What the hell was that? Fuck it, we're starting.
We may end up getting a run-in at some point.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
So we're hyping up Kane and Strowman to start off with. Video package and everything. And then JoJo introduces Roman Reigns. Okay, abrupt swerve. And he's saying, well, it's been a big few weeks. You know, the Shield have got back together. We beat New Day's ass at Survivor Series. And then I took my opportunity and became the new IC champ. And then they said about Miz running his mouth. And then something that I never saw because I don't go to WWE.com. Apparently afterwards he got basically he cut a promo saying, I'm better than all of you. Back.
I told you about this the other day.
Meanwhile,
we talked about
Shield.
it on Wednesday.
Meanwhile, Shield showed up. He goes, because I'm the Miz, and I'm sheesh. Who's gonna say shit? But like, so he got beaten down, and it culminated in a Shield bomb through the announce table. Apparently, Miz is going to be away for a while because he's injured. He's actually making a movie.
Showing the new Marine movie.
But you will be seeing more of the IC title because it's his yard and it's his title. You know, and it's the belt that you have to have on Raw. So again, slight jabs at Brock. So he's issuing an open challenge because he's a fighting champ.
That's subtle, but that's there, Ashley.
Yep, it's already started. It's already started, god damn it.
Yep.
The booing begins at the Royal Rumble when he wins it again.
Save us, Velveteen Dream. So
no, I mean when Roman wins the Rumble.
I hope not.
It's obvious.
Such a waste of the Rumble.
Oh shit! I hear sound.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it did happen. So it's been a long time. Welcome back to the Popcast Network, Mr. Entertainment.
You know, it's good to be back. I just got back from vacation, Hawaii.
He said it. He did the deal, but not that one. He said it.
The other deal comes out later. Don't worry.
That's where Renee and Dean were.
It's good to be back, guys.
No confirmation of the fact that Aaron was blocked by both Dean Ambrose and Renee while he was away.
You know, it's surprising. There's wrestlers that some wrestlers I don't want to get blocked by, so I just like hashtag their name. I don't mention their names. I don't think Dean Ambrose even has a Twitter, but I was thinking about mentioning Renee Young's name in that tweet, but I digress.
You need to stop tweeting in general. Social media is not your friend, Aaron. You should know this by now.
Well, you know, I was gonna say, like, you know, nice knowing you at Titus O'Neil tonight. After that, like, brutal match with Samoa Joe, which I know you guys haven't gotten to yet, but I looked him up. I noticed he blocked me, so I couldn't mention him in the tweet.
Yeah, you were trying to find a way to get your friends to win that wonderful Universal contest that he had.
Oh, Joe!
But what were you saying earlier about, you know, Raw really being in like a slow season right now for you know, the for our jobs, we are in non-peak season. So that's basically what Raw is in right now.
That's a shoot in more ways than one, good sir. And real quick, before we go any further, welcome to It's Real Wrestling Podcast to chat.
To be honest, it sort of really is, because until we get to New Year's Day and we actually realistically go, right, we're getting close to Royal Rumble, that's when everything's going to kick into gear.
Then my money's going to be well spent.
Especially on the Raw side. SmackDown's got the advantage of it's still got a pay-per-view to build to in a couple of weeks. And then it has the couple of weeks of who gives a shit? It's Boxing Day.
And then the WWE wrestlers will have to feel our pain. They'll have to work Christmas Day. I don't know if I'm working Christmas Day yet, but
I want to work Christmas Day, even what I'm doing now. Still,
I actually don't know.
Everybody should work Christmas Day.
I want money. I'm like Mr. Krabs. I like money.
It's good enough for Santa. Santa works Christmas Day, and he does it for fucking free.
Yo, Mr. Krabs gonna be making money in that SpongeBob musical, though.
That's right. So it's your wrestling podcast. Says Roman's not going to win. The Miz is going to win the Rumble. You know, honestly, I don't know if that will happen, but I'd like to see it because I think it's something that's been well deserved for a long time. It's an accolade that Mike Mizanin has not yet achieved, and I think it's something I would like to see him have.
Anyone but you, Roman.
Yes.
After everything that's happened the past couple of years, when it's just like he's in the final two, he wins it. He's in the final two, he wins it. It's like, and keep in mind, the first time when he was in the final two, people actually wanted him to win it because the other choice was Batista, and at the time it was fuck him. Now all of a sudden people want Batista back. What?
I mean, just kind of like, we haven't gotten to that either, but it's really just like, you know, the WWE fans hating on Matt Hardy's gimmick in Impact Wrestling, and now they just suddenly want it. So the WWE fans can be really the most weirdest fan base in wrestling, honestly.
Can be. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm. Especially a night in Nashville. I don't know if Dixie was in the audience and telling people what to say, but that was a weird crowd.
Never bring up that name again.
Well, first off, number one, that would be a segue. You just wrote it in like a Disney manager. Number two, there is an obstacle tonight.
Dixie is only relevant to one of the verses in Badfinger's Baby Blue from the end of Breaking Bad. That is it. There is no other. There's Dixie Chicks, but there is no Dixie that is in no way related to Darius Carter.
There's also Dixie Cups. You know, quick side.
I was thinking that too, actually.
Stressing on the word.
Wait, a quick side note, though. I thought this was interesting a few weeks ago. Like, this fan had asked Dixie if she was on Twitter, if she was still one of the majority owners of TNA, and she tweeted back saying yes. And I'm like, were you supposed to answer that question? Like, you know, her username is still TNA, her handle is still TNA Dixie, but. And you know, Jeff Jarrett's handle, you know, is probably Jeff Jarrett Rehab or Rehab Jeff Jarrett. You know,
Dixie may be on the network, but that's because, you know, Kurt Angle's there.
I really wanted her to be the mistress of Kurt Angle. I really actually thought that would have been a better angle than honestly.
My black son.
I'm sorry, but the only time I've ever seen any charisma from Jason Jordan was Pork Chop Jones.
Yes! Don't keep reminding us of the best thing to happen in WWE this year. The thing that was just a fucking parody was the best thing WWE's done.
You know, the funny thing is, everybody that has the joke all the time, the meme to say Simpsons did it. Well, if you really think about it, Southpaw Regional Wrestling is pretty much what they did with the South Park Wrestling episode.
Did the Simpsons have fucking Susan? No.
I still never saw South Park Regional.
It also had that fucking awesome Carlo Man song. I have to play that again sometime.
Yes, we will.
So awesome! Miz's music hits, and they're like, "Oh, Miz is here," and I'm like, clearly Mr. Raj, and then it's like, oh, the Mr. Raj, what a surprise! And I'm like, you dumb fucks. Seriously.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, the justification I say every week of the fact that Bo Dallas is degenerating into Juice Robinson as right before our very eyes. I swear to you, it's getting worse every week. Now it's Juice Robinson in the Yakuza is what he looks like.
Does that mean? Oh my god! If that means Curtis Axel, Sammy Callahan, does that mean? Does that mean next week with his bloody neck thing, he's gonna go, "We're fucking taking this city over"? Like, have you?
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I know Owen hasn't seen the promos yet that are now starting to get put up by New Japan. My God, Sammy is the definition of the phrase which is now spreading around. New Japan is not for kids because of how much swearing the English guys do backstage. Because it's like, well, they can probably translate it into something that's milder than fuck. For the Japanese fans.
Good God.
I actually thought about Bo Dallas. Like, he could have walked into Nashville tonight with the black glove on his one hand, like he did
Knoxville.
Last week Simpson. Well, no, I mean, like, he's a real Nashville, okay? Like,
boy, we're not going back to that level of network, okay?
No, hang on. Are you trying to actually say that Bo Dallas is a rogue member of the Black Panthers? Like, what?
Well, he was wearing like the one black glove last week, like he was Michael Jackson crossover to O.J. Simpson.
Kevin Nash, weird. Black glove. Thank you.
Coal miner's glove.
What happened?
Coal miner's glove match.
MLW Radio Network. Listen to it.
I'm a bad man. So they're appalled that Roman's got Miz's title, but they've found the perfect man to dethrone him and to right the injustice.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
No, it's Elias.
I'm so glad. I have been first off, Elias came from the Pennsylvania Indies, and I've not worked shows with him, but I do know people that have.
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's originally from Pittsburgh.
Perhaps and he's actually the fucking son.
Honestly, that would be great. That'd be a great swerve. Other than the fact that now I'm starting to realize that you'll never see Asylum and Elias in the same place at the same time. Coincidence? Come on.
Well, you can actually wait a minute. Did you say Asylum?
Yes.
You can actually see the Asylum years on the GFW network. I mean, it's the Alternative Wrestling Network.
No, isn't it called the GWN?
Global Wrestling Network.
Fuck you, Jeff! Where's my fucking gold? It's gone with your fucking rehab account, hasn't it? You dumb fuck.
Aaron, as a wise spicy once said, you're pushing it. Impact returning back here to Universal in January. So that's
so much for fucking Canada.
No. Hold on. After the January tapings, the next time that they tape is going to be in Canada, but it's not going to be till March.
Yeah, but is that going to be in a fucking shed that leaks and has porta potties, and they have to pay people to go?
Oh, I've worked those shows before in Southern West Virginia.
I think they might as well have learned not to do Bound for Glory out of Orlando again, because it would get a big crowd like Slamversary. Slamversary was jam packed. There was hundreds of fans turned away. It was like the old days again. So obviously after March in Canada, they would come back and do tapings in June, I would imagine, for Orlando, and I would
say so.
Yeah.
So Elias is performing later, and he's getting the title, and Roman's like, "Fine, I accept the challenge. By the way, keep an eye on Curtis because that neck brace might be going on you." And I'm like, they sharing neck braces? Is this allowed? So then Roman goes to leave. And then the unthinkable happens. It's fucking dead! No!
Thank God. That I hate that so much. I have been against this burn it down garbage. Even though the ironic thing is he's still wearing the t-shirt because he doesn't have his new merch yet.
No, literally every week now, I'm just going to make something that rhymes with it. So this week it's Turn It Brown! So this is the best bit. This is a match that should have interference, but they're all fucking missing. And also, Cesaro does his entrance as if Sheamus is there.
What? Okay,
What?
What happened to his old entrance? He still has the same Tron. All they have to do is just use the original Tron.
Yeah.
That just makes too much sense.
True story, guys. I actually scanned Sheamus's ticket at Halloween Horror Nights.
I'm not surprised. I remember that night. He was there, actually.
And, he went through the turnstile bar. So after I scanned the ticket, I said, all right, go through the bar.
God. Probably not the first time he's heard that. Definitely not the last.
Boo! Get off the stage! Boo!
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Cesaro's just doing his bloody tag team entrance, even though there's nobody there with him.
He's by himself, yeah.
And then Tyler Black and Claudio Castagnoli had a fucking great match.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, they gave it 20 minutes. What the shit's up with that?
Rollins did the deal. Life is good for a near
He did
fall.
the deal!
Swing shooter. Rollins goes to the ropes, and he gets dragged to the center. Rollins goes to the ropes again. He finally grabs it. And then neutralizer set up. He counters out, hits the Avada Kedavra, gets a near fall off of it. They fight up to their feet. They fight with Swiss uppercuts. And the next thing you know, backslide 1-2. Cesaro, nope, breaks it up. And they pretty much end it right there with the ripcord knee strike and wins the match.
If we're going with the ripcord knee strike, shouldn't we just call it what it should be called and they call it the Beyblade?
I like that, actually. That works.
Get the fucking rip it. What is it? Rip it up, wasn't it? The tagline for that shit.
Yeah.
With the ripcord.
Thing. Cesaro went for the very European uppercut, and then of course he got caught with a super kick, and then Beyblade for the win. Good match, really good match, really hot finish too. Crowd was into it. They gave it a lot of time. Don't understand the commercial breaks, but I never do. But that's how it works.
Well, was I the only one that was, nervous that Cesaro was going to get his bottom teeth taken out?
No, I think the fuck up the first time was enough.
Yeah, I mean, just because of Rollins' knee strikes as usual, last summer with Cena.
Oh, you mean how Aaron had led an entire crusade on this network last year, talking about how Seth Rollins needs to stop working because he can't work safe.
The campaign for a better Seth Rollins. Get off the stage!
Did I really? Did I lead that crusade?
Yes. I remember this.
Oh man, I feel like it's like you're like the fans, like you don't forget. I feel like Paige in Absolution. Damn.
Oh my God.
Get me started.
I'm back.
We'll talk about makeup tips with Paige later.
She needs. If other people have got fucking makeup channels, that's what Paige needs now.
Not,
so Charlie,
Oh,
Nice woman. I got to meet her last year, the same weekend that they had that deal at the airport with Alberto. Literally like 2 days before I met her in Iowa. So yes.
I actually walked right past her in Alberto when they were still together. One day at work, and her makeup is not bad, guys. She is taking tips from Laurel Von Ness.
I was gonna go old school and say Tammy Faye Baker, but you went with new school, so that works.
To steal a line from Trade Dog, you know what Alberto's doing? He's fucking somebody else.
Yes.
Oh, is that why Delamente from LAX is like on the shelf?
God.
Podcast
Network neither confirms or denies anything that Aaron says while we are live or on archive.
If that's the case, he's fucking another person, somebody else. What?
I mean, just a real quick statements. Like, I did not agree when he came back to Impact. I can't believe they welcomed him back. Why would you welcome someone back that almost really tainted him?
You probably weren't listening because you were too busy at Mango's.
School. I have not. That is old school. I have not been to Mango's. It feels like years.
That's why I threw it in, because it's an old school meme.
Yeah, it's an old school.
The promo that he did at Bound for Glory got cut off the UK broadcast because they were like, "What the fuck is this?" So.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just, I don't know.
Anyway,
God, I hope John Morrison kills him.
as we're about to go 4 hours tonight, Owen.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I have work in the morning, so no, that's not happening.
Charlie interviewed Steph in the ring, basically going, "So is the Shield done now? Because Dean isn't here and Roman's busy with the IC title." And I'm like, "What a stupid bloody question, Charlie. Who told you to say that?" "Oh wait, Vince McMahon, who doesn't even know what he's watching." And Seth goes, "No, this pursuit of the belts, Roman having his and us trying to get ours, it's going to keep us stronger. Hell, if that's the case, okay, Dean isn't here, but I feel it's only fair that he'll accept in us invoking our rematch clause next week on the bar for Raw. Believe that." I still can't believe that's the tag team name. It's like, okay.
Wait a minute. Mango's has a bar.
Oh, God. This is why we go 4 hours, everyone.
So that
no, but like,
we go 4 hours because then the Zo train shows up.
Oh, keep that garbage off my television, please.
No. The best bit was Drew Gulak's dancing, which you saw a brief glimpse of, Owen.
Yeah.
Did anyone did you realize how many times Michael Cole mentioned Dean's on vacation? I mean, on honeymoon. Like Vince, we already know Vince loves
like they did every fucking time Tom Phillips was on vacation. Sorry, on special assignment.
Well.
And then when Michael Cole was on special assignment because his son decided to get married on a Monday because he's like, "Yeah, fuck your job, Dad." It's like... So then Kurt's with all the faces of 205 Live. Well, apart from TJP because he's been missing for 7 weeks. And Lince Dorado because he's been missing for 8 weeks. I think they're officially dead. They all want a shot of they all want a shot of being cruiserweight champ. And Kurt says, "Look, I probably got distracted last week because of the Triple H and Stephanie stuff, but I've got a solution. We're going to determine the challenger. Tonight, we're going to have a fatal 4-way. Next week, we're going to have another one. The winner from tonight and the winner from next week will face each other in 2 weeks' time on Raw. And whoever wins that will be Enzo's challenger." And they all head off. And then Titus O'Neil's in the ring with Apollo Crews. And there comes Mojo!
Oh, boy. Pretty much called this exact finish without even knowing it was going to happen.
I mean, it was a relative squash match. Titus got in some offense like Apollo did a few weeks back.
Right.
But yeah, Coquina clutch.
I kind of thought it was kind of brutal. I mean that's kid's dad.
That's Joe for you.
That's what Joe does.
Just kidding.
Remember, apparently in WWE's mind now, considering who's got the belts and whatever, the guy that you need to remember with the kids is the guy that makes it look like he's jerking off with his fist. Hey, kids. Burner.
Oh no, don't go there.
And then, of course, afterwards, Joe's like, fuck you too, Apollo. Ah, cooking the clutch.
I mean, I was literally going to tweet like the gif of to Apollo Crews where like Apollo Creed is about to die in the Rocky movie. Throw the towel! Throw the damn towel!
Apollo Crews, go back to Ring of Honor.
What are you, Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
Hey, remember Miz said he'll kick Baron Corbin's down his fucking throat like his teeth.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I'm at the point now. I think I honestly would buy Miz winning a fight over Corbin. I just see it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I was even surprised that WWE had even played that video on the Survivor Series kickoff show, let alone, it's the network, but, PG programming, bleeping out the F word, and it's kind of ledgy.
Well, let's get to the important stuff next, because that's another reason you came back on the network at the right time, because it's time for the women's segment.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is on commentary as they recap her being destroyed last week by NXT. Wait, which one is this? Oh, wait, the one without Ruby Riott.
Paige's twin, just with tattoos.
So Sasha's out. Then here comes Mickey, except she doesn't. And then here comes Bayley. No, she isn't there either. Then here come Paige, Mandy, and Sonya. Paige has got a mic and goes, "Where are your friends?
Oh my god!
Where are they? Oh, I know. Let's go backstage."
God, you realize what just happened, right? And Vince, I guarantee you, Vince did this on purpose. Think about what you just said. They're calling them Absolution, I believe.
Yeah.
Fuck you, AIW.
And
I mean, I don't get like who they think they are. Is it a crossover of Nexus and Evolution?
It's Paige, Mandy.
Yep. And Sonya Deville.
And Sonya Deville. Yes, we in 2017, Vince, you have PMS on your television. Be happy. How no one is saying that is beyond me.
Slide in your PMs. Xavier Woods goes slide into Paige's PMs.
Oh, Xavier, I hope you enjoyed Trick or Treat. The thing is,
Xavier, unblock me.
Did you not see the fucking thing he put on Instagram?
No.
With his mom? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to get the picture. God damn it, let me hope it's still there. Come on board that I'm not gonna mention. Oh, please tell me the image is still there, because it's like perfect. It's him and his mom literally by a sign that says a dirty hoe is a happy hoe.
Oh.
Hang on. Quick.
Man.
Ali Asif says Elias was great. Like I said, I've been singing the praises of Elias since day one, and a lot of people took a while to get on my train, but they're finally there.
Well, I mean, Paige is on the hoe train.
Oh God, we're not going.
Okay,
there.
okay. This is why we do have to go there, because this is my logic going here.
Oh boy!
Before we even get to this promo, she's been out for a year, 1 through injury, 2 through sex tape, which wasn't her fault because apparently, you know, iPhones are shit at security.
Yeah.
And 3,
Mhm.
everything that went on both abusefully and abusefully with her and Alberto. So when she comes back, she's gonna get a pop.
Of course.
And the fact of the matter is, people are not going to boo her. Because, you know, they actually support her for all the shit she's been through.
Right.
If anything, you should have just had her come back solo and challenge Alexa and probably win
Mm-hmm.
somewhere down the line. That would make more sense than what we're doing here, which is... Hang on. Need to move away from the mic. Bringing fucking stables back into a division that doesn't fucking need them!
You mean like the Knockouts tag division?
No, I'm talking about fucking team... What was it?
TMS.
No.
PCB.
Team PCB.
Yeah.
Team Bella. And team whatever the fuck the other one was.
That was to see how many times you can trigger Owen by saying the word team in a podcast.
Yes.
Just let you guys know, Dean's on a honeymoon.
I've heard that this is the one night a year when Raw and SmackDown go head to head, but you know.
Oh, God. It's the longest running weekly episodic television show in history.
25th anniversary, people.
That is-
25th anniversary, 25th anniversary.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, that is 2 things there. That is the.
Oh
one
my
thing
god,
that
I only
did-
just fucking realised something. There was no Stephanie tonight. Halle fucking Luya.
Oh come on,
I've only just realised that.
come on.
It took me an hour to cotton onto that.
And I know, obviously, this is definitely not a crossover audience, but I don't really care at this point. It's midnight. Welcome. I will say, big congratulations to my boy James Franco for taking Best Actor at the Gotham Awards for Disaster Artist. The rain has started, ladies and gentlemen, and I called it back in August.
So basically, Mickey and Bailey are dead backstage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Paige says, I was the one that removed the word diva from the WWE dictionary. To some extent, that's actually rather fair.
Okay, we'll go with that.
She was the matriarch of the division, considering AJ left. Actually fair. And then they go around the ring and do it Shield style. And then Paige announces that the group's called Absolution because, of course, it rhymes with evolution or revolution.
That is funny.
Why don't they?
And then we get.
They should have called it Constitution.
Oh boy.
See, you know what Ashley was saying a moment ago about they should have had Paige on her own, and I've seen a lot of fans say that on social media throughout. Is she could have potentially had the greatest comeback story in years for a women's wrestler, but now that is not going to happen with this faction.
And we know why. Because first Mandy talks. And she does a damn good job.
She's good. I mean,
She's really
I'm not.
good.
She's.
And then fucking MMA bitch starts speaking.
Oh, God, I don't like her at all.
And it's just like, Paige is good on the mic.
Yeah.
Mandy's good on the mic. Sonya.
She's a good heel, too.
Sonya, pretty average.
Needs a mouthpiece, and that's the reason why Mandy and Paige are there.
Then, of course, Paige is like, are you going to fight like your friends did, or are you going to pledge allegiance to Absolution? I'm like, who the fuck does that anymore?
Yeah, well, no. This is why I was confused. She literally took a line out of Straight Edge Society, so obviously she's a fan of punks, and so then she before you continue, Ashley, she goes ahead and takes another line out of Nexus. So I'm just like,
so,
does she think she's Wade Barrett?
Sasha gets destroyed. We'll go in reverse order of the moves. Paige's Rampage, solid. The Implant Buster from Mandy Rose, probably better than bloody Kong did it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sonya Deville, Sonya to fuck off. Like, it's just,
Stop.
oh my God.
Just stop. Seriously. This should not have happened in the first place.
If
I
it's
remember
anybody that
saying-
does a flying spinning kick, it's the bitch that showed up an hour and a half later who doesn't fuck with anybody.
You know who should have showed up in DeVille's place?
Yeah, I do. And she showed up on SmackDown. It's about freaking time someone took her seriously. And I'm super happy about it, obviously.
I mean,
Well, the question is, which name from SmackDown do you think, Aaron?
Well, no, I mean, I was gonna go the Mae Young Classic route and say Shayna Baszler.
Why would you do that?
No.
Why would you waste that on this? This is something completely different.
Shayna could make NXT her playing ground.
Yep.
Well,
And
we
then you gradually build to the 4 horsewomen.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. To
Yeah, well, I know
me,
that.
I'd have replaced Sonya with Ruby Riott.
Yeah, no, actually, Ruby Riott would have had a better fit on her.
And then Sonya Deville in the other team could have been replaced by, I don't know, Abby Lave.
Abby Lave makes a good sense, honestly.
Candice. There's a lot of women that can wrestle.
Candice would have been a really good idea.
But Sonya can't.
No, God, no. We've been talking about this. I've been doing NXT recaps for so long, been calling her matches, and I feel like I call the same thing every single time.
Hell, it would have made more sense to have
Oh my goodness.
Sarah to debut with Peyton and Billy.
Oh my God, that'd have been amazing.
And be like sort of the beautiful sort of trio if you're gonna do groups.
Oh my gosh, it literally
because the problem is you've got the fucking emo, the fucking one with the big tits, and the other one in both groups.
Yeah, could you imagine that? That would have been great because he had the iconic. Oh my God, it'd been like the greatest thing for me. The iconic duo and Crazy Mary in the same group. So it literally could have been like what the beautiful people did with Daphne and TNA.
It would have made more sense.
I would have loved the daylights out of that.
Sonya is going to be the weak link of this group, and that's why it's not going to get over.
I don't care about Bianca Belair right now, honestly.
Paige did her promos, crowd was respectful. Mandy did her promo, crowd was respectful. Sonya, what? Even the crowd is like, yeah, you're no good. Get off.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's Your Wrestling Podcast says, do you think Paige is ready in ring shape right now? The Rampage seems a bit weak. I mean, honestly, it didn't look as like snappy as it normally does, but it still got the job done. I don't know. I think I don't get the deal with. I really don't get the deal with the Street Profits. I don't care, and I don't get the deal with Bianca Belair. They're all serviceable in the ring. I just don't care. They haven't done anything to get me to care.
And to me,
nothing against them. I just don't care.
Rampage makes sense because it's the quick sort of impactful finisher that they can do. Because if we went for the Widow's Peak submission, which I'd say is a better move for her,
right?
That obviously takes a while to do and execute. Whereas she can do the Rampage in 5 to 10 seconds, and then
and she's not using the light. She's not using the lightning spiral either, which proved to be incorrect when it came to WWE rings.
So then, Dep!
I did. I just. There's some things about her I don't like.
Bray shows up.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Dep! And then they go to commercial. It's like, well, you're not fucking here. You've just gone.
Hi, Bray. Bye, Bray.
Oh God, poor guy.
And then Bray comes out, and he's like, I never had a true family. This time, the Thanksgiving stuff, I looked at everybody, and it's all put into perspective. You're dead! You're dead! You're dead! Where's my fucking pills, matron? We're all dead! Nurse Ratchet! The pain! The horror!
My God. You realize it's turning into a Monty Python sketch.
Bring out your dad!
Exactly.
Yes!
Bring out your dad!
Yes! Oh my god.
9pence! Bring out your dad!
And then next thing you know, here comes like 2000 era SmackDown Matt Hardy out to almost no reaction to face Bray Wyatt.
Version 1!
Pretty much.
But like that, this 9 months ago, this fucker was WWE champion, and now you're all dead. Like,
I'm sorry, I still blame that god awful match I had to watch live against Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
oh, with a fucking seaman on the ramp. Yes.
Oh god, so terrible. Kevin Owens will have an amazing match with Randy Orton tomorrow. I don't doubt that at all. As long as they give it time.
WWE 24, Kevin Owens is amazing.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Well, hey. They haven't done it with AJ Styles yet. Hold on.
And then of course, Vince McMahon going, I don't get it. Dumb fuck.
Oh my god,
Dumb fuck.
that was good. Are we good? No.
Yeah.
So Bray facing Matt Hardy, and Bray wins his sister Abigail in an absolutely average match.
It was a TV match.
No, it wasn't even that. It felt like a house show match. It wasn't even a TV match.
No, it was a main event on main event.
Yes. No.
That's when I say TV match, that's what I meant to say.
Kurt Hawkins wasn't in it.
Yeah.
That's the storyline now.
Still defeated Kurt Hawkins.
So Bray leaves, and it's like, oh, okay, nice. And then the camera's focusing on Matt, and I'm like,
it's about to happen.
Why are they doing that? Are they actually sort of teasing a retirement thing here? Because they were saying, like, at the start how he's been having issues over the last few weeks and whatever. Then all of a sudden, he does the arm gesture, but at the same time shouts, delete! And I'm like, oh my fucking god, it's happening.
It's real.
It's happening, boys. It's happening. And hang on, let me just quickly go to the social media lounge.
We have one?
Oh yeah, it's called me fucking searching on Twitter.
That works.
On the Twitter machine.
Yeah, if we go to a certain Twitter account. 2 hours ago, the best tweet that I've seen in years happened. Yes! My dormant condition has been woken. It's official, boys!
About time.
Broken woken Matt.
Broken woken.
What? Because I don't know whether they can actually call him broken. I think they could do, because they did reference, is he having a breakdown? It was like, okay, he's broken down.
Yeah, they were like really going around it. It was the funniest thing. Like as if there's a
Bray's going to get buried by broken Matt Hardy. Bray's career has gone that far. And the great thing is, apparently, at least in Vince's eyes, Bray is over and Finn Balor isn't.
Yeah.
And they're booking him like this.
Hilarious.
The same as they are with Finn.
Mr. McMahon. Oh, are we good? No.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's your wrestling podcast. King Maxwell was at Starrcade with Revy.
Don't get me started on Starrcade when it should have been a network damn special.
Anytime that we hear the WCW Slam Jam album play, I'm a happy person. Perfect way to do it, too. The gold dust robe, and then takes it off, and then the natural dusted roads, complete with old WCW Tron and everything.
That was a great interview after match he did.
So then,
And you got to give Matt something to do because Jeff's on the show for a bit.
yeah. And then when Jeff comes back, he can be Brother Nero.
That's exactly right.
The thing here is
Or perhaps because of copyright, they might call him Brother Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffro. I'm not like freaking out as like you guys or thousands of other fans are, because it may not be the same, and it will not be the same like it was in Impact.
Right.
So then it may not work.
Oh, it's good. I think it's gonna work.
Cause it has to be. It has to be literally the most entertaining. I know they're not going to do like 2-hour episodes or whole episode dedicated to Broken Hearts. They made history, wrestling history with Impact with this gimmick alone.
Get rid of 205 Live and just do it that way.
Yeah. But like they got to make it at least entertaining. Just like how Jericho and Owens was earlier this year, it has to be that entertaining.
Brother Nero, I knew you'd come.
Fair point.
So they recap Jordan and Braun from last week.
You, man?
And then Kane's attack. And then Jordan's backstage with Kurt live, and it's like, I was looking forward to face Braun again, and Kurt's like, I thought you were injured. And he says, I've battled for it, I'm all right. I can't face Braun, hell. I'll face the guy that took him on. I'll take on Kane. He's like, you sure? You're okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay. My black son faces Kane later tonight. Vote Quimby.
Braun Strowman just looks like that kind of like, master, So putting Jason Jordan in the match is...
Random reference to a Paul Thomas Anderson film there.
12 years American Alpha.
I lost that one.
Wow. Are you trying to say that we're at the bit where bloody Jason Jordan's hanging from the noose for 2 minutes without anybody helping him?
Well,
boy.
I wasn't going that far. I mean, like, USA Network does have that type of show on USA Network now, so, WWE might as well capitalize on it.
WWE Network is 12 Years a Slave?
No, USA Network. They have like I forgot what it's called. It's like, I don't know. It deals with slaves, so.
As long as there's low budget, Skarsgård is there, and the Lake of Rejuvenation is in the background, sign me up. And it's weed, too.
Chris Lee Goes Best Historical Edition. That's the one that deals with the slaves, isn't it?
That show needs to get needed to get canceled yesterday.
So it's time for Davari, Dar, Tozawa, and Swan. Swan being the old one out because he doesn't have an R in his name.
You realize that sounds like a law firm, right?
Yes. That's why I'm looking forward to next week. Hello, welcome to Alexander Nice Callisto. Well, Callisto doesn't really fucking fit.
Nope, it doesn't.
Like that's another. This caught me off guard. That was another wrestler that I had seen went through an entrance at work was Kalisto. I didn't even know it was him until like I saw a picture of him without his mask on, and of course he wasn't wearing his mask. So then I said, "Oh, I like your hat." It was like a WWE hat.
It was actually Rey Mysterio, but don't tell anyone.
Yeah, no, right? It could have been. I know what Ray looks like, but yeah, no. I said, "I like your hat," and it said WWE logo, and he's like, "Yeah, I work for them." I said, "Oh, really?" I fucking played dumb, but like I didn't know it was him. I had no clue it was him.
So you're saying you played dumb, but no, it's because you actually were dumb because you didn't realize.
I really was dumb. It felt like I was playing dumb, but I really was dumb because then I saw like a picture.
Yes. Well, don't say you were playing dumb. You're dumb. You know what happens when you're a stupid idiot? You know what happens?
Yes.
You get a ratch on Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Oh my god. Yeah, I liked how like the commentators like freaked out over that. Like when Chris Jericho had announced that match, they were like, "Oh, can he even be here? Oh my god!" It's really great.
Can't wait for Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, but that commentary team is one half of the guys that said Survivor Series was a shit show and nothing actually mattered. Asuka shouldn't have actually gone over as sole survivor. That's what they actually said.
I could kind of agree. Like,
although they did
Survivor
actually
Series-
admit they never watched the product and they just watched the show, so they don't even know the storyline. So why the shit did they comment on it? Just a point, Don. Just commentate on the World Tag League. You're good at that.
Ooh.
Well, I'm sorry, but when they're supposed to be experts on the product and they go, yeah, we don't watch Raw and SmackDown because we don't have enough time, so we'll just watch the pay-per-view. Oh, wait, the pay-per-view shit. But actually it wasn't if you actually look at it in the context of the shows that they didn't watch.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, we have to fucking sit for it, and we were entertained. We were also entertained by New Japan.
Are you not entertained?
Yes, I will probably very soon be doing it
fucking
in World.
Sheamus. Fucking Sheamus. I thought we dropped that line. Bloody Aaron dropped it on me. It's normally me. Fucking hell.
Where was Sheamus tonight? Was he on honeymoon too?
No, he was in Dublin.
Why was he in Dublin? Are they touring?
No.
Are they
He was
doing a
just
24 special?
He was randomly in Dublin. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
2K18 maybe?
The thing, no.
Be phenomenal. Be like no one.
Perhaps they're trying to distract from the fact that it was an OTT show. Like,
maybe.
don't see this guy. Come see Sheamus. I want to talk about the cruiserweights because they actually gave it like 15 minutes. They actually gave it quite a bit of time, which actually was that meant we actually had a good match with these four.
Master Braun Strowman just tweeted. He said, "I turned monsters into men. Hashtag Braun Smash. Hashtag Raw." I love the Braun Smash hashtag.
No, to be honest, it should have been last week. I got pretty choked up.
Yeah.
Tonight, I choked out a bitch.
he feels like he's the Hulk. He's the Hulk smash. No, what?
You guys are talking about Braun, and as always, I'm the one that's trying to talk about the match in the ring.
Yeah, no. Because the one thing I was a bit confused by was there was way too many false finishes at the end.
Yeah.
He hit his finisher, kick. It wasn't like the usual bit where finisher. It was like finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick. There was like 6 different finishers, and it's like, wait, what?
It went from the magic carpet ride. It went from magic carpet ride to Swan for a near fall. Tozawa hit the Shining Wizard. Goes for the Dick Togo senton. No one gets in the ring. And Tozawa gets posted. Dar goes for the pin. Swan breaks it up. And then they try to steal it. Dar gets a roll up with the tights. Steals it out, but he can't get the win. And then basically Swan gets pulled out and knocks Dar to the ground. And he ends up hitting the Phoenix Splash out of nowhere and gets the win. So he's moving on to whatever this is to face off against Enzo down the line. It's probably your Royal Rumble kickoff match, to be honest. The winner of this against Enzo.
I honestly think the winner of whatever this tournament is faces Enzo on Christmas Day.
It's possible, given the fact that they're probably gonna build it up as a big show, even though it's Christmas Day and it's not a good day to get viewership.
Because technically it'll be, oh, you lost your title. Oh wait, the next show's 2018. Happy New Year, Enzo.
I don't know. I was yawning during this match. I found it boring.
No, the boring bit got to later on.
It's coming. And then we get Elias.
Hello, I'm Elias.
I walk with Elias.
I've got to ask one simple question. WTF is Total Biscuit ripping off? I'm ripping off him. All right, there you go. So he does a song and fucking finishes it.
Yep.
And then he invites Mr. Raj to come in, and they're doing fake harmonica playing. And I'm like,
They look
okay,
like the damn Blues Brothers out there.
this is when Roman's showing up, isn't it? And then he finished that one as well. We're actually getting a fucking concert. What? And then Elias is about to go again, and the crowd are going, we want Roman. And Elias goes, you know what? I want him too. So my next performance is happening next. And it's going to be the story of how Roman's Intercontinental title gets to walk with Elias. And then Roman makes his entrance. Holy shit! He was able to cut a promo uninterrupted. Elias is fucking awesome. I've turned on him. He's awesome now.
I've been singing the praises of Elias since day one on this network.
It took about, 6 months, but he's finally proving to be in such a good gimmick, even though he's a heel. He's literally on the level of The Miz in terms of you've got to love to hate him. That's the best bit. Or hate to love him. Whichever way you look at it. And unsurprisingly, because it's Elias and Roman, they actually have a pretty good match.
Yeah, really solid back and forth match too, with the Mr. Raj getting involved several times during the match. And Roman, of course, fought out every single time. He hits Superman punch, Elias kicks out, and he goes for the spear, and Elias nails him with a knee strike. He comes off the ropes, and Roman does the rebound, hits the spear, and gets the win. Yeah, this was a good like you said, it's your wrestling podcast. When it comes down to it, it was kind of a coming out party for Elias tonight, proving that he belongs in this spot.
It's proof that why did it take 9 months for him? Well, 6 months for him to actually get his title shot that he was due for beating Dean Ambrose. Right after Mania and all that. So then Roman celebrates in the ring and goes up the ramp. Samoa Joe! Locks on the coquina clutch, and then, Adam Pearce eventually decides to be bothered to get up.
He knows how it feels. Of course he's not going to be involved.
Yeah. And they manage to split Joe away, but then he comes back for a second little beating, and then Finley's having to drag him away.
Roman Reigns did not sell being choked out of the coquina clutch really well, versus Braun Strowman's Emmy Award winning performance last week.
Well, the thing is, the battle of the two Samoans named Joe is going to continue, and I'm down with that because they have.
You got to do it right. It's Joe from Samoa versus a Samoan Joe.
Yeah, that works too.
Why do I feel like Rock is gonna interfere?
No.
Why would he? He's too busy with Suicide Squad 2. And Jumanji, which is going to fail because Star Wars has paid off the studios. Yeah. Sorry, paid off trying to pay off or rip off the cinemas.
Thanks, Movie Pass.
Oh my God, you got one too?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do. It's Oscar season.
I'm
I'm
gonna,
not stupid.
And
I'm
you
gonna
know
have
what
to, like,
rhymes? You know what rhymes with Oscars?
You know, as long as Meryl Streep doesn't shout like obscene things this year, it's fine. And as long as it gets finally the recognition horror deserves at Oscars, I
No.
will watch.
Aaron, I'm sorry
No.
to tell you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but if there's going to be a horror movie that's going to do well at the awards season, it's
Get
Get Out.
You really think so?
I guarantee it.
Hell, it's just
Oh.
got. I think it's just got best film at the Gothams.
No, actually, Call Me by Your Name got film. Jordan Peele got for screenplay and director, though.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would
you
not
know,
be surprised if Get Out made it into the top 8.
Get Out
top
is
9.
definitely getting an Oscar nomination, and Jordan Peele is definitely getting a nomination for director. I'm gonna go out and I said this in August. I'm
And
sticking with it.
If not director, certainly original screenplay.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, as much as I love it, I would, go for Jordan Peele getting original screenplay deserving it most deservingly because it really was a good movie, and plus it was eligible for Oscar nominations way before the cutoff date, so I can see why it would be nominated.
Also, it won't make it in for that stupid dance that Pennywise did.
Oh, I love that dance.
Me.
Shout out to Death.
Yeah.
Anybody that gets that reference, yes.
God, I can't wait for the sequel.
So you know what rhymes with Oscar?
Oscar.
He's facing Dana Brooke, and Dana goes, "I'm prepared."
I blinked and this match was over.
For a minute there, I was going to go with Dana Brooke and do a disaster artist and go, "I'm prepared." Line. It's like, I've seen the one weakness that is in your game, Asuka. And that's the fact that you're a slow starter. So I'm ready to come at you with full force because you won't be ready. It's like, oh my God, you fucking got rid of Emma, who actually knows how to do a promo, and yet you get this basic bitch.
Speaking of AIW, it's nice to see that she's getting booked now.
Yeah, we got a dilemma.
Dana Brooke using the dialogue in her promo that would basically make Diedrich Bader in his Rex Kwon Do gear a lot happier.
Even what's a fucking even Dasher doesn't sound that robotic anymore. So bell rings. Dana's like, "Ah!" Asuka's like, turns around, grabs her arm. Asuka lock, makes a tap. My description of this match lasted longer than the fucking match. I think this could be a record.
Yeah, well, Corey Graves even mentioned
that was quicker than 8 seconds. So fuck you, Diesel. Asuka's the champ.
So, was that a match involving 2 Simpsons characters? Because that's what I kind of got from
it.
Okay. There was
so many work references.
Yeah, I know. See, the funny thing is, it might be a record, Ashley, but there is a match that was on a house show. I don't recall exactly where the house show took place off the top of my head. It was between Bret Hart and the Mountie. I believe it was 1991. And literally the Mountie was taunting the fans. Bret slid underneath the bottom rope, and as the bell rang, he pulled him off and rolled him up in a schoolboy and got the win.
Yeah, but
literal time, like 4 seconds.
The submission was quicker than 4 seconds.
Yeah, I think you actually could be onto something on an actual, but easily the fastest submission. And it was nice because it was a rolling Jujigatami too. It wasn't even the Oscar lock. It was the rolling cross arm breaker.
I might have to go to their footage.
I'm pretty sure it was a cross arm breaker.
No. I don't mean the move. I meant the time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm saying it was a chin lock.
Oh dear God, the horn's not here, or maybe it is. Close enough. Oh, there you go.
Had to make me fucking reach, you dumb bastard.
But then we got Paige and Mandy and whatever. They came out, and there's two ways to spin this. One, Asuka's going to take out Mandy and Sonya to get to Paige, which makes sense, and prove that she's the most dominant female in the history of NXT. Or they're going to go completely off the grid and turn Asuka heel and make Asuka the leader of this group.
Oh, Paige is fucked.
That could work too. Little column A, little column B.
Mm. As soon as they came out, I was like, please don't fucking do this. And then when she just smiled and backed out and went up the ramp, I was like, my God, we dodged a bullet there. No, back and to the left right here.
Actually, I was more like, go away, because I've already seen Absolution once, which is an absolute horrible name, and I'm not sold on Absolution yet.
Let's be honest. There is only one Absolution, and that's AIW's Absolution.
That's what I said earlier.
Nick fucking Gage is on it.
Dang right. Who's the man? AIW champion right there.
Can we agree that WWE has like secret plants then that watches like what trends in the indie circuit, and they'll take it and use the ideas?
Well, considering the fact that we are a small but mighty podcast, and they have stolen from us before, I would say so.
I mean, it's just like, I didn't read the article, but I saw an article somewhere. The headline said that they're hiring new writers. I'm like, wow, waited 10 years to do that.
I'd love to. Unfortunately, I have no qualifications for it.
I kind of do. I mean, it would involve being TV-14. Might as well not hire me.
Here comes Jason Jordan, because let's end this show.
Oh, hail the jobber train.
Yep.
Come on, Curtis. Come on.
They recap Jason getting injured over the past few weeks and says, people have been speculating about me over the past week. Sure, I'll admit it. My knee popped out, last week. But the WWE medics that are so good, and Phil Brooks is going, bollocks! And their rehab means it's back in full working condition, and I'm ready to take down the big red machine.
Next week, he's going to go to Daddy Angle and say, oh, can I please face Strowman?
And then vote Quimby.
Of course, vote Quimby. Always.
I can't.
I'm trying to time this. I'm looking at the footage. Yep, she actually tapped in 3 seconds.
Okay, cool.
It's a new record. We'll do it like ice hockey when they score.
That's what it sounds like.
That's so fun.
It can't make any fucking note that's in tune, this harmonica, but it does that, so it's fucking incredible.
That's great.
Confirmation: Corey Graves moonlights as a violinist at SeaWorld on the weekends.
Wait, he was the one that was hiring the guy to do Nakamura's theme?
You just gotta go there, and you'll understand exactly what I mean. Just watch the video I just posted on Twitter. Good friend of the podcast network, Mike Rome, actually liked the tweet. So there
Mike
you go.
Rome.
Yo, Jackie.
So the great thing is, within minutes, Jordan gets thrown over the top rope and basically just fucks up his knee again. Literally like the bloody Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I got that one too.
That sort of stuff. Fails to make it in for the 10 count. Gets in at about 10.5 or 11. The Kane wins by count out, and Kane's just like, fuck your leg, I'm gonna fuck up your leg. And then Finn Balor comes out because he's not over. And heads down the ramp, and apparently bonus main event match because Jason Jordan cannot be in the main event to be considered, a serious contender. And then Finn gets fucked up by a chair in minutes as well. It's like, brilliant. One guy you should be burying and one guy you shouldn't.
And right as the Pillmanization was about to be complete, here comes.
Run!
Yep.
So Strowman comes out, gets in the ring, and Kane's just like smacking with a chair, and Strowman's just like, nope, no sells it like a son of a bitch. And Kane's just like, whoa, and he's backing into the corner. Goes to swing, and Bean just beat the fuck out of you. The Strowman, he just fuck him up good and hard. Pulls the ring steps in the ring.
What are you,
smacks him with a chair some more. Gives him a running power slam onto the steps. Then gives him the throat strike with the chair, just like Kane did.
To be fair, there was nothing powerful about that power slam.
Well, no, I was just saying the finishing aim. I wasn't saying it was actually impactful.
That was like when The Undertaker choke slammed Hulk Hogan at Unforgiven and his one foot was off the ground the whole time.
My dad actually said that the steel steps to the head from Braun to Kane looked really weak. I mean, really weak.
Well, because he's got to be fucking mayor in 7 months.
Oh, those chants could be heard during the match. I didn't hear them, but that was pretty funny. There was tweets, so,
I saw something about his hair. It looked like it was about to fall out.
If he's been campaigning since last year, why the fuck is the election in May?
Gotta get a jump on. Gotta get an early start, of course.
So he gives him the throat strike again. And Kane's just like, yeah, and crawls away to the ringside area, crawls over the barrier, and just goes through the crowd. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And Raw goes off the air with Kane from Parts Unknown traveling 10 minutes down the road to his home.
Yeah, I mean, this in my opinion is doing what they're trying.
He needs a semi to get over to his place.
So basically, this was a very lackluster end to the show. Weaker than Shane McMahon's worked punches.
You see, it doesn't make any sense apart from.
No, it kind of sounds like the Jeepers Creepers dude, like honking the horn, and I'm watching Jeepers Creepers
3. Jeez.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
And
die.
that was motherfucking Raw.
That was Raw. Yeah, this wasn't a show that you really had to watch.
Oh,
Where the fuck is Raw next week? Where the fuck is Raw next week?
I was actually
Tickets still probably available because they flashed it on the bottom of the screen.
Staples Center
First-
in Hollywood.
The first Raw of December.
All right,
Where
December
is-
4th.
4th? I don't guess.
Oh, so in the building that Survivor Series is going to be in 11 months.
Next year.
Mm.
Which I think Orlando can host a Survivor Series. Fastest made.
It'll happen. It might happen in 2019.
Yay! See, I knew somebody else was thinking the same as me.
Maybe 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, I agree. Soon.
Oh, Cleveland and Cincinnati the week after. And then the week before Christmas, we are... Okay, that makes sense. Providence, Rhode Island, and
And then-
New Jersey.
And
Staying
then at the
close to
Ridgemont.
the Stamford, and then the Chicago double bill.
Yep.
Because reasons. And then Miami and Orlando for the start of January.
O-Town. Owen, are you going to SmackDown?
No.
Oh, I am.
I maybe I will. We'll see.
I may be.
Kevin Owens is in the main event, yes.
That's possible.
Yeah. So Owen could be Chinlock.
Yes.
I would give. I already gave Raw.
Oh my god. You know what's actually trending now on WWE.com?
What's that?
They have trends.
Diesel beating Backlund in 8 seconds because of Asuka winning in 3. It's actually trending more on WWE.com than anything else. Even Dustin Rhodes at Starrcade.
Wow.
And Kathy Kelly saying, buy his shit! And all that. The thing that's trending is big old Diesel. Diesel.
I think that's our show.
Annoyingly, I haven't been able to see Table for free, so I'll have to catch up with that.
Just because you did that, Ashley, he just tore his hamstring.
Oh God.
Considering what he did in ICW, no. All of a sudden, he's now become a legend to everybody. So
Loved him.
Okay, it makes sense. They're showing Night of Champions 2015.
Loved him in TNA. I really had a newfound love for him in TNA. Honestly.
Hang on, wasn't Night of Champions 15 the one where he fucking ended Sting's career?
That was Rollins.
Yes, Night of Champions 2015. That's the one that's
Yeah.
been shown on Sunday.
Because that's always
When
nice to reminisce.
when Cena beat him and then had to face Sting immediately after.
Mm.
Well, there's the True Shield: Wyatt family versus Ambrose, Reigns, and Jericho.
Drink it in, man.
Trust me, if there's a way I could go in the Jericho cruise, I totally would.
New Day versus the Dudleys. Ziggler versus Rusev. That was the end of that storyline. And fucking Owens and Ryback.
Yeah, that was random.
Because it always is. Always random.
That's your show, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies.
So, I will say right now that wrestling fans join us Wednesday night at 9:30. 9 o'clock, long day. I don't remember what day it is. This week,
we're
actually.
9 again.
Yeah, we're back to 9. Unless something changes, which I don't think it's going to, unless I get like
Unless, some sales become fully sailed.
Yeah, exactly. Unless I somehow get a nice tweet and have a nice ride, that's going to be the only way I'm going to make that happen. But if you are so inclined,
That's what Shane McMahon said to Kane before he took off the accelerator. Have a nice ride.
So yeah, that's Wednesday for the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast. If you're new to the network, and which I see a lot of you might be listening to the show tonight, especially It's Real Wrestling Podcast. I saw Logan pop in for a bit as well. And I saw some other names in the chat that I don't recall. So thank you for joining us tonight. We talk about anything and everything professional wrestling. We're not just WWE. We also talk NXT. We talk about Ring of Honor. We talk New Japan Pro Wrestling. We talk about indies all around the globe. We talk about Impact. We talk about UFC and mixed martial arts. We talk about everything in the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast.
You guys talk about Impact still, even though I'm not on those shows?
We.
Thank you, It's Real Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate that very much so.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is gross.
Sorry, I didn't even realize the news that Cody and the Bucks are trying to actually.
They're trying to run a 10,000 at least a 10,000 person venue in 2018.
Themselves.
Yep, exactly.
And they're going to finance it as well.
Yep.
I think this is where Stephen Amell is one of the investors.
That's a good possibility.
Cease and desist. Hey, it's like anytime I see a fan wearing a Bullet Club shirt every damn day at work. I always do the hand sign. It's like a greeting for wrestling fans. And then after I do it, I always say cease and desist. WWE might be watching somewhere.
I actually had that happen in the Fallen one night. I one-tweeted someone because of it.
Oh, it's I love it. It's great.
And we haven't talked Horror Nights in a while, but shout out to the Ash and Ash vs. Evil Dead, the two tweeted me every time I went through.
The great thing is, clearly British Strong Style had already been sent the memo on this. Because when you do it, it's basically the OK symbol. Because it's supposed to be the way they hold their hand to do the mustache.
Right.
So it's sort of like an OK suite.
That's your show, everyone. Thanks everyone for joining us. Sip and Snack will be returning on Thursday.
War Games was better.
Yeah, War Games was a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Sip and Snack will be returning Thursday. Game with Ash will be returning as well. Of course, we've got AJ's movie reviews and versus coming up next weekend. AJ's got to review a bunch of stuff lately. I have a feeling Roman J. Israel Esquire, which is phenomenal, and Coco, they're both should be on the list for the week. We've got our Oscar predictions coming up in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that if you're a fan of the awards coverage. We're going to start hitting that hardcore, especially in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, not long to go till the Globe noms come
Globes are super close. It's going to be insane. So yeah, that's going to be your show. We haven't done this in a while. Aaron, where can we find you on social media?
Ooh, yeah, it's been a while. Do I remember it all? Yeah.
He's forgotten. He's forgotten. God damn it.
Just look up Mr. Entertainment. That's the best way to do it. Mr. ENT92 on Twitter.
I'm woken. Well, hold on. Are you my social media manager all of a sudden? I'm just kidding. So, Mr. Entertainment.
No, I need to take it home because I have to be up for 7 hours.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I guess I have the luxury of coming into work at 1 p.m. So
I don't because we have to open. It's my first day opening.
Oh, congrats! It'll be fun. So
we'll see. Continue.
So, Mr. Entertainment 92 liked the Facebook fan page. It's nearly to 400 likes. I would like to finish off the year with 500 likes, but if not, that'll be a goal next year. Come a long way. The Twitter will be Mr. MRENT92. Tweeting a lot more again. During the summer, I was like Owen. I really wasn't caring much about wrestling. Wrestling fans need a break sometime. So now I'm fully back into it, and other stuff as well. Other topics, not just wrestling, are discussed on there. Mr. Entertainment 92 as well for Instagram. I don't post as much as I used to, but anytime I do post, they are pretty cool things, clips, and pics to like. The YouTube channel, Mr. Entertainment, the profile picture is me wearing a white t-shirt with a black tie. Hopefully we'll be doing new vlogs to not wrap up the year, but plan for next year. Try to make more time to be Mr. Entertainment again. And as always, stay entertained, and I always appreciate the open invitation anytime to come back to the podcast network and definitely tonight was one of those nights to come back and vent, laugh, and have some fun with you guys again. So appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Raw is probably a better time to do it. Pay-per-views and anything involving NXT and the Wednesday show, usually just me and Ashley, because we go long as it is, and every time we add someone else, we've noticed it takes a lot longer. So we can go.
Pay-per-views, there's just so much more to talk about. I don't know why.
Sometimes.
Normally they're 6 fucking hours long.
Yeah.
At least you didn't have to sit through it in the sun. So there.
WrestleMania.
Exactly. Ashley, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Twitter at Ash is my name UK.
Awesome. Follow me on Twitter at Siro and Disney. Follow the network at Popcast Network on Twitter as well. We have a Facebook fan page. We only have about 200 likes, but thanks everyone for liking the page. We really appreciate it. I swear to you, eventually I'm going to update it. But right now, I've just been super busy. I just started my new job, so I'm kind of really bogged down with that. But everything is going to be taken care of sooner rather than later. Horror Nights fans, stay tuned. In the near future, we're going to be doing our final HHN 27 podcast. So we'll be doing that in the near future. We're also talking Hollow Scream and Shallow Grave as well. So that's coming up soon. So we got a lot of stuff coming with the network. We're Sipping Snacks. Got a brand new segment debuting with newest member of the Elite, Diego, which is coming up very soon. It's going to be bi-monthly, so check that out. That's going to be super fun. I filmed 2 episodes of that the other day.
What about
looking forward to that? Oh, God, doesn't matter. So that's going to be your show tonight. And as always, in a world where there are a billion wrestling podcasts, we're very pleased that once more tonight you have chosen a Popcast. But thank everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for listening. And until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.